Joined by head coach Enza Steele of the Lynchburg College field hockey team. They were picked #1 this year in the ODAC preseason poll. Coach, last year you won your 7th straight conference title. Talk a little bit about the importance of that, winning so many titles in a row, and what it's meant to your squad.
Well, I think winning that many in a row is it's a big task. It's a difficult task, but yet at the same time, every year it makes your team, more intense to continue winning the ODAC conference. So I think winning 7 in a row is a difficult task, but in the same time, it is a big plus for recruiting, and it's a big motivator for my team to make sure that we continue to do that and hopefully look for an 8th consecutive win.
Coach, we've talked about it in the past that the next hurdle is winning games in the NCAA Tournament. Last year you won 2 games and were 1 game away from really advancing as far as you've wanted to go with your program, the goal of getting to those final games in the NCAA Tournament. Talk a little bit about that experience last year, winning 2 games and coming so close in the 3rd game.
I think last year we had good competition in the ODAC conference. Our championship game got us ready for postseason play. We did very well in the 2nd round. We beat a higher seed at Messiah 2-0. We went into the final 8, and we were really hoping to win that and move on to the final 4. We had many opportunities late in the game. We had 4 corners that could have turned into goals. It just didn't happen, but we were very close to being a Final Four team.
With so many titles you've won in a row, there have been a lot of players that have really attributed to that, but one can say that there's one player that attributed a lot more than others, and this would be Shelley Milks, who just recently graduated. She's a 3-time ODAC Player of the Year and is now a top 30 person for the NCAA Woman of the Year award. What are your feelings on her and the accomplishments she had on her career and of this upcoming possible award she could win on a national level?
Well, I think, having the opportunity to coach an elite athlete like that has been an honor for me. Shelley was the type of person that once you gave her a task, she accomplished it and she wanted more. She wasn't happy being a top player on the team, a top player in the conference. She wanted to be a top player nationally. And whatever you gave Shelley, she just incorporated that into her gameplay and just got stronger and faster and quicker and became a phenomenal field hockey player. Then the other side of Shelley is her academic and her ability to work in the community, which was also phenomenal. I think it's just part of her family culture and heritage to, one, be very disciplined and to excel as much as possible.
Shelley obviously isn't the only athlete you've had on these squads, and that's true coming into this season as well. You returned 5 all-conference players from last year. Talk a little bit about what you expect from them coming into this season.
I have some great leadership in defense. We have the team that only allowed 3 goals in all conference. All of my defenders are back from there. In the midfield, we are short 2 players from last year, but several of my freshmen from last year have worked so hard training last spring and in the summer, and we have several sophomores that are ready to step in and start.
In the past, you've had a talisman in scoring goals, whether it be somebody like Allie Weir, or this past year it was Lindsay Leonard, who's now replaced. Who do you expect to be your main goal scorer this year?
I think Katie Klein, Morgan Lamondo, and Kelsey Link are probably going to be some big scorers for us. They did score in the NCAA Tournament, so they are well equipped to score under high-pressure games as well as just an average game.
As we take a look at the conference a little bit, over the past couple of years, it's been Randolph-Macon playing with you in the ODAC championship game. Talk a little about maybe what you see from them and maybe some of the other up-and-comers in the league coming into this season.
Well, I think Randolph-Macon always has a very solid team. I think they lost a fantastic goalkeeper, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out for them. Bridgewater is always a pretty solid contender. Shenandoah came in very quickly, made an impact into the ODAC conference. I also think that Roanoke could be a team to watch out for. So I think they're about 5 to 6, maybe even deeper than that, teams that could really give everyone a fight for their money.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today, and good luck this season.
Thank you.